secondly, we're in a situation where we have put together, and you guys did it for our the President Obama's administration before this. We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American
I'm James
politics.
O'Keefe, standing here in San Antonio, Texas, and we're about to introduce you to a political consultant working for House Republican candidate Mauro Garza. Her name, Raquel Rodriguez, and she's committing massive voter fraud here in the state of Texas. We have Raquel on tape coercing voters to vote the right way, as well as bribing these voters with gifts. In Texas, it's illegal to ballot harvest unless you're someone's relative. It's also illegal to coerce someone to change their vote. Our journalist wanted to see what Rodriguez was actually doing. Paying her $500 allowed us in the door.
I'll go over the ballot with them and say, like, I need to go make some more copies of this.
That's a ballot itself?
This is the ballot itself.
Like a sample ballot.
So she's in precinct 2. She voted for John Cornyn, okay, Lloyd Doggett. So this is who she voted for here. All right. So she basically went through the ballot and picked out. Now you know on here, you chose a Republican, not a Democrat, right?
Can I do that?
You can vote for whoever you want, but our conversation that we had, you said you were voting for Hager because you were going straight Democrat. So I'm just bringing that to your attention because you could literally change it and put your initials there and you're fine. Because if you're trying to do a straight Democratic ballot, that is not a Democrat. You know what I mean? And it's okay because normally what I'll do is I'll sit with them and I'll talk to them. If you want to change it, you can, and then you can just put your initials there. So that way you're voting for the straight down. Because that's what you want to do, correct? You want to vote for the entire, all the Democrats. Did you see that? Can I do it like that?
But I didn't want it all Democrat.
And the only way that you can do that, Mom, is if you're going to shape the Democrat because you want all Dems, right? And you're going to have to put like a line through it and your initials, so they're going to know it was a mistake. That's the only way they're going to accept it.
Where do I put that in?
Okay, so what you're going to do is you need to shape that in. You're going to put a line through there and put your initials.
Which way am I?
Okay, so let me show you. So you're going to dot that in, and the line goes like this, and then your initials are going to put right there. So that way they know it was done accidentally. For a Republican because this is how she feels.
I got you.
So, okay, so I'm going to do this really quick. I'm just going to take a picture of you doing that so we know you did it and you're filling it out.
With a mask?
Yeah, just flower pretty. You want to go behind her so we show that you were here?
Sure.
Or we could do this way. We'll do it this way. Just look at the shawl. It's a nice shawl.
Oh, what's this?
I'm just going to break it down to you as simple as I can because it's good for you to understand.
Right.
Okay, so what I do is I literally get the vote. She didn't vote for who we wanted her to vote for.
I know.
Now, if I was there earlier, before she did that, I would have caught it, and that would have never happened.
That would have never happened, right.
But when it does happen, all they need to do is check the next person, put a line through it, put their initials, and that's done.
She was like she didn't want to do it at first, and then you reminded her that she was a Democrat.
You said you're voting straight Democrat for our conversation, and she's like, well, yeah, you know what, you're right.
And then she changed, I mean, she was clearly voting for John Cornyn. And then you made her,
But that's my job. The 10 ladies that I'm going to tomorrow, their ballots are going to be empty, okay? So I got to have, because they're in precinct 2, I got to take all these 10 ballots to them and you know, and I'm going to have it already filled out of who I want, right? And then I'm going to say, listen, those are my choices, like who I like, because I'm going under me. Tell me what you think. And they're going to say, oh, okay, well, yeah, we'll just vote. You saw how it works.
Yeah.
It's not being persuasive. Yeah, I guess it is being persuasive. That right there is against the law for me to tell her, like, you realize you voted for.
You can't really
You're not
sway
supposed
them
to
like
say
that.
nothing.
You just let them fill it out.
All you do is let them fill it out, and then I'm not even supposed to give them a stamp.
Or not even supposed to pick it up, right?
Everything I've done right now is wrong. Okay, look, these are the people that I did the ballots with.
Yep.
Okay, these are my ballots with the people. I'm taking them back.
You're taking what back?
The ballots.
From where?
From them.
Oh, and bringing it where?
To the post office.
Oh.
These are people that voted that day, right? Look, these are all the chips.
Yep.
Okay.
So like on a day like that, how many ballots do you think that you can do that with?
I've already done, I don't know, probably like 1,800.
Wow, that's a lot of trips to the post office.
It's a lot of everything.
Raquel also admits to voting for voters in polling stations and collecting thousands of ballots. She even sent a picture of one of the ballots that she filled in. All of this violates state and federal laws and is so significant it could sway the elections here in Texas.
I've got a candidate who technically works.
Okay.
We've got ballots we must pick up. But an employee of a candidate cannot do this. That's illegal. Those are illegal to have. I got to go to the post office right now and drop it off, okay?
Do you go to like any particular post office? Like
I go throughout the entire city. If
So
I have a bunch of them, what I'll do is if I have a bunch of them, I'll take 20 here, 30 here, 40
to
here.
mix it up, not the same post office.
Of course not.
Yeah.
What I do in picking up the ballots when he was with me, that's illegal. I could go to jail. So I'm a little apprehensive to tell somebody, this is what I'm fucking doing, you know what I'm saying? And again, once he works with me once, he's going to say
I guess Trump was right. I'm sorry.
About doing shit illegal?
I'm sorry?
About doing stuff illegal?
Yeah. They all said he was full of shit.
Oh, hell no, he's not. It's true.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to do that.
Speaking of Raquel, she told us that she would be chasing the
That's what she said.
And you want to go to jail? Because I'm not.
Oh, no, I don't want to go to jail. But, I mean, I also don't want to go broke.
She can't chase ballots.
She calls me and I chase the ballot. It's chasing the ballot. Okay, so you're 60 hours with it.
Yes, okay.
And you did your application.
Sure.
Because she sent it to you.
Okay.
So she's got a list. Okay, so
Of all the people.
Tony,
Okay.
did you receive your ballot yet? And she knows because she's got inside connections. My candidate bought these stamps.
You can't watch
I'm literally taking the stamps to them.
Oh, it's so they can mail them. Okay. Is that okay?
It's illegal. Exactly.
What makes it illegal?
Exactly. But there's a statute. So what I've done is, you see this? I'm no longer the candidate employee.
You're
Public
public resource. Okay. So you're not technically working for them. You're just helping them out.
No, I'm technically working for him.
Okay.
I've got a candidate I'm technically working for.
Okay.
We've got ballots we must pick up. But an employee of a candidate cannot do this. That's illegal. Joanne had some type of a funeral place or something.
Right.
What they did is the funeral place had, like, of course, dead bodies and.
She owned like a cemetery, right?
Yeah, the cemetery.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so
Joanne.
to go vote.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
They voted.
Dead people.
Who voted?
Dead. So supposedly she was in charge of that. I don't know the
Who's
whole.
Joanne.
Yeah.
Joanne.
I don't know the whole enchilada.
This
I
was
don't.
in the judge race.
Right.
But you don't do that in the judge race because you don't own a cemetery.
That's like, we don't do that.
So you don't have the same kind of power. She's got dead people that
She
can
don't
vote. How do
She
you?
don't have power no more because she had to. She got sued, and then she sold the place. So that's all gone. That was like 10, 15 years.
Let me tell you, in 2008, I did vote by mail for the Democratic Party. We got over 100,000 straight tickets. Okay, so Dennis Martinez, the Republican, filed a complaint with the Attorney General's office against me.
Oh, yes. Wow. Okay.
The Attorney General called me and he said, He went to meet with me, and he said, Mrs. Ramona, I want you to walk me through your process of how you do vote by mail. And that's why I gave it to you, the scope of work. I'll give it to anybody. Okay. Did I ever chase the ballot? Yes, I did. But when it went to you can't do this, I didn't do it.
And I want the biggest candidate. Everybody's mad.
Which one's that?
How in the hell am I going to get a Republican, gay, Mexican Jew to win this race, right? That's 80%. There's no fucking way. So Tom and I sat down and I said, the only thing we can do is register every motherfucker in that area. Everybody in that district. And then I got to flip all these Dems. But I got to flip them only for him. Only for him. And so I can honestly say I'm bringing at least 7,000 votes to the polls.
So 7,000, and for San Antonio, for this area, it's a lot.
That's a lot. It's a lot. Period. Motto allowed me $2,500 to buy gifts.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
And you see how he's represented well. And what did she say? Like, wow. So what is she going to do? She's going to call on the phone.
Tell people.
And she's going to say, man, Motto sent me this badass shot. You know what?
Yeah.
I couldn't vote for him, but you're in his area. You vote for him.
Yeah.
This is what you call flipping people.
Flipping people.
Rodriguez gets the voters to do what she wants them to do by rewarding them with gifts, and that's against the law.
I do shawls, I do diabetic socks, I do wallets, I do rosaries, I do loteria. Down here, loteria is big. Loteria is big, bingo's big down here. I do bingo markers and I put their stickers on it. So guess what we're gonna do? We're
that's my thing. So what
we're taking them to a bar to go eat, okay? I got some people that go to the bar. And guess what? Look, I had to take them beer. I was like, are y'all gonna come and vote or not? And they're like, we're gonna meet you right now. I said, come meet me because when you get to the bar, I'm gonna have a bucket of beer for all of y'all to drink. They're like, I don't do it. I just took care of it.
Yep.
The owner just said your bucket's there.
Yep. And so it's beers and ballots.
Yeah.
Who's that? Yeah.
That's Tommy on top, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Tommy. And who's the old folks?
Those are the people. Those are my voters.
Oh, that's the beers for ballots in action. Tommy looks good.
Yeah. So guess what? I got the whole bar registered.
And voted. And then they didn't get drunk and take him to the post office.
No, we did it first. These are some more girls. These are some lesbians.
So that's smart though.
So I have lesbians.
Oh, wait. So, but that's important. So before everybody gets drunk, you bring the ballots down.
Of course. Then it's like school. What are we doing? We voting for? Give me the shit right now. Let's go. Tommy is an ex-felon. Tommy is in the lowrider organization. Tommy is the founder of 3 chapters when it comes to that. So Tommy will tell them, we've got an office there. That's our office. We've got computers. So you're out of prison now. Okay, where are you working? What are you doing? Okay, so you need a job. You need to go to unemployment office. Well, they don't know how to use a computer.
It's not just the seniors she's taking advantage of, it's also various marginalized groups. Her partner, Tom Acosta, helps her exploit those who have been released from prison.
At the poll, this is my girlfriend here. I have a black girl at one of the polls. Why do I have a black girl at the poll? Why? Because we need the black vote. I need the gay vote.
Is it hard to convince certain groups?
Not because I have the right people. They've been following me for 5 years.
And so will she do the spiel that you do? Will she do the instructions?
Shit, that's why I have them. I only have 5 girls that are really, really good, and I've got 2 that I'm training. She's delivering what I'm delivering. Those are her black friends. Those are her connections. And she's going to get paid. It's a job. Okay? Yeah. It's a job.
Should we refer to her as 006?
Her name is Lucille.
Lucille.
Helen is a Vietnamese. And I registered her and the entire Beecher community. All the Vietnamese, I registered all of them. They're going to be a bunch of first-time voters. So this is for her, Helen. So she's going to vote for Biden. She's going to vote for MJ Hager. She's going to vote for my guy, Motto.
Okay.
And she's a heavy Democrat. She's a Republican. She's going to vote for those 2. Why is she going to vote for those 2? Because I asked her and I told her they're a better candidate.
They were new voters.
Right.
But you didn't just give them a sample ballot and hope they voted it your way. Of
course not. I already coached her. She already knew. And what happened? I had another voter go in with her. Why? Because the other person, somebody that I trust. If he wasn't there, I would have been able to go inside.
And then he can make sure she votes the right way.
Of course. But Tommy does what's called like barbecues. So like an example, this coming Thursday at a bar, we're gonna feed 45 ex-felons that we registered, because they're gonna all vote.
At the barbecue.
No, they're gonna vote before, and then we're gonna take them to the barbecue.
Rodriguez's voter fraud scheme doesn't end with just coercion and bribery to ensure her client's victory. If the voter doesn't have a mail-in ballot, she gets them to sign an affidavit so she can assist them inside the polling booth to help them vote for the right person.
Because Tom goes in with them, I go in with them, because they've never voted before.
Go in where?
To the voting poll with them. All we gotta do is sign an affidavit. They need assistance, so we're able to help them.
What kind of assistance can you sign with the affidavit here in Texas?
There's an affidavit that you sign that indicates, like, I'm going to help this person because he's not capable or what have you.
Right.
But we also give them the ballot, and they kind of go by the ballot. Mm-hmm. So Tom is doing this, I'm doing this. Okay, so, okay, this is perfect. Okay, Albert, so here's the ballot, right? So this is legal. We got the ballot here. Okay, so right there it says...
That's the real ballot or the sample ballot?
Sample.
Right.
But the ballot that he's working on
is right? The real ballot.
The real ballot.
So he's got his incarcerated voter, his unincarcerated voter, and the real ballot, and they're inside the polling place.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, okay, so this is who you circled here, Biden, and he's watching what they're doing.
And if they make a mistake,
then it works.
If they don't vote for Biden,
hold on, I thought you have it circled right here, right? Oh, that's right.
So he'll point it out, and then he'll make sure, like with
what I did.
With what's her name? Miss
005.
Even churchgoers are fair game for Rodriguez. She even admits to getting baptized to win their trust.
So what she did, she was the one why I got these made. So she took them to the black churches, and I went in with her. I got baptized in the church because I just took one candidate. Look, commissioner wanted to win so bad, Elizondo. He won, and then he died 2 months later, but he had cancer. And he had 35, he had so many terms. He'd been in office 35 years. They were trying to turn him out. So I come in, and he's got a young chick running against him. He had 10 people running against him. Mm-hmm. We got him to the runoff. People were like, Raquel, he's 83 years old, that's enough.
Right.
He told me, you know why I want to die in my seat, Raquel? Because my wife now his wife's 10 years younger, 70-something. She now has cancer. And in order for her to get everything, like all the benefits and all that, I have to die in my seat. Okay. So, dude, that's all you gotta tell me.
Right.
Understand?
Right.
I was like, okay.
Right, but I'm interested in the thing because that's another thing that we can try to duplicate. So inside the church is another gold mine.
Example. So that's the whole thing that you need to remember. I'm just saying, I got freaking baptized because of him.
We've just seen that a small handful of people are able to manipulate thousands of votes in one of the most important elections of our time. If we don't stop this abhorrent illegal activity, buying elections here in Texas may become the new normal, and voters' rights may become a relic of the past.